it's me Erica, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these Yuri on Ice inspired Minnie Ears for the Halloween season. And if you look at the date today when this video is released, it's actually the 1-year anniversary of Yuri on Ice being released for the first time ever, which was October 6th, 2016. So yes, it has been a year since Yuri on Ice has graced our lives. And in this video I am featuring Viktor, Yurio, and Yuri. But there's also a part 2 video which I'll be releasing next week at the same time this one is a release, so October 13th I believe. But that video will feature JJ, Chris, and Pitchit because yes, there are a lot more skaters in Yuri on Ice than the main 3. I came up with this idea because I saw a lot of fan art being thrown around of the characters going to Disneyland, and also since it's Halloween, having the ears can be an easy Halloween costume to do, and if you're going to Disneyland, even more of a perfect reason to make this to show your love for Yuri on Ice this Halloween season. And with that, let us get started. So the supplies you'll need are cardboard, Mod Podge, different types of scrapbook paper, hot glue, a marker, scissors, and headbands. And specifically for some of the other characters, you might need blue roses and black tulle. So first, we're going to go to the basics of constructing the ears and go to the design in the later video. So first what you want to do is get cardboard and then cut out circles from it. Of course you can buy cardboard if you don't have any cardboard laying around, but if you're a Yuri on Ice fan, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of Ami pre-order boxes that have come in and you don't know what to do with them, so this is a perfect time to use it. And for the circle, I'm just using a candle top from Bath & Body Works to make the perfect circle because I cannot draw a circle. But you can choose how big and or small you want to make the ears, but I find if it's bigger, it's easier to do the designs. After creating your circles, go ahead and cut the circles out. I decided to make many circles so it would save me time for the later parts of the video, but also to make the thickness of the ear later. So taking 2 single ears, go ahead and fit them around your headband so you can see where you need to cut the curve of it. Once you've cut the curve, take the extra circles and cut the curve with it. And then Mod Podge or hot glue the 2 pieces together to get the thickness that you want. Since I got a thinner headband, I didn't make it too thick. I feel like with headbands, the more thick the headband is, the more sturdy it'll be. But at the time, I couldn't find thicker headbands, so I went with these. And a trick that I did was actually label which one was the left and which one was the right ear, so I could not be confused later and who the ear was actually for. So first, we're gonna go ahead and start with Viktor's ears. So first we're going to start with Viktor's left ear. For the base for the front of his left ear, go ahead and cut a scrapbook piece of paper of gray, and then once you've cut that out, set that aside, and we're actually going to be making the designs for his earlier skating outfits, the blue one that he really likes to wear that I think is really pretty. And I've made designs according to each ear, which I'll leave links to in the description below if you want to copy the design. Taking a blue scrapbook piece of paper, which I bought at Michael's, which is very shiny, go ahead and trace the front of the ear so that you can make the designs. You can of course freehand it, but I feel like my proportions are always off if I don't trace the thing onto it and then draw the design and cut it out. You might be wasting a little bit of paper, but I feel like you'll waste more if you don't get the proportions right. And go ahead and make his feather-like designs. Once the designs have been cut, go ahead and place them on the gray one so you can see if it actually works and fits with your design. Also using the blue, go ahead and cut another circle piece for the back and then a straight piece for the covering of the 2 ears. And how I did the straight line is just measure the width of the 2 ears on the side and then measure that and then transfer that onto the straight line. For Victor's right ear, this is actually pretty easy. For his right ear, we're actually just gonna be using it all black. And the black paper I found actually had like rippled designs similar to Victor's mesh-like design. And I just decided to make that all black. So you would need one for the front, one for the back, and then a sliver for the side. Once that is all finished, go ahead and paste everything together with Mod Podge. I would suggest always doing the middle part first for certain ears. There are ears where you'll have to do it last, but to me I feel like the easiest way is to do the middle part first and then add as you go along. Once everything has been glued, go ahead and take your ears and hot glue them onto the headband. I just used a foam head, but you could just use the table you have. I just found it easier to place them, and make sure you wear it first so you know the placement of the ears so it's not too close and not too far. Once your ears have been glued, go ahead and cut the blue roses from the stem and then attach it to the ear to make like a flower crown that he has. I bought these roses off of Amazon because the roses that I found at Michael's that were actually blue were really expensive, so I will leave a link, of course, for that one in the description below. Then once everything has been glued, you are done with Victor's ears, and you can stop there if that's all of the Yuri and Ice headbands you're going to be doing, but the next one we'll be moving to is actually Yurio. So for Yurio's ear, actually it's just a mirror of his costume of the left and right that he wears for his agape. And so for this, you will need a base of a shiny silver, which you'll have to cut 4 of for the left and the right ear, and 2 slivers for the middle ear. Then you will also need black tulle to cover the silver base to make the netting that Yuri has for his agape outfit. And you don't have to make it a perfect circle, you just need to make it a rectangle so it covers the ear, and which will hide the excess tulle behind the back and so then taking a white scrapbook shiny piece of paper, we will make the designs for the ears. So you only have to do 2, one for the left and one for the right, and then make the design of Yurio's drapes. Of course, as I mentioned, you don't have to do this, you can freehand. I'm just very bad at proportion. Then taking my design, I'm just going to cut it out from the piece of paper and then flip them around so I don't have to freehand this one at least. After you've drawn it on the whole circle, then we're going to cut it out and leave that to the side. So for the top halves of his outfit, he actually has like a blue triangle-esque design on it. So I'm going to be using the blue scrapbook paper that we used for Victor's to make the triangle. Then after making the triangles, we'll make the diamonds that are on the piece with the silver paper we used as the base. So after we're done cutting, it's time to put it together. So when putting the ears and the tulle, go ahead and paste the base of the silver first on the front side. Then taking the tulle, go ahead and staple or Mod Podge the tulle onto the ear. Once you staple the ear or Mod Podge the ear, go ahead and take your back base of silver and paste it on top of that, so to hide the excess that you had. And then go ahead and paste the middle of the ear. Once that is finished, go ahead and paste the remaining parts of the ear, which includes the white drapes and the diamond and the triangles. Since I felt like there's something missing on Yurio's, I made a bow out of tulle to kind of represent the other tulle that's on Yurio. And to make that, you just cut out a big piece of tulle so that you can make a big bow in the middle. And of course, go ahead and glue the ears onto the headband. Then after that, you are done with Yurio's ears, and now we're gonna make the next and final ear of the video as of now for Yuri Katsuki. So Yuri's ear is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. So you will need 4 pieces of black circles and then 2 middle pieces for the covering of the ears. For his right ear, which is the easiest part of it, you just need to make it all black like how you did with Viktor's. And the left ear is more involved, actually. For the base of the left ear, you will need the white you used for Yurio, and then also black tulle to cover the white base. Taking the front of the left ear's black base, go ahead and draw Yuri's arrows designs, which I suggest looking at a reference picture because the one I made was not that well. So what you want to do is actually look at a reference picture of the arrows outfit and then flip it around so that when you're doing it on the back, it goes the right way. And so once that is finished, go ahead and cut out the black design. Since the arrows outfit actually has diamonds on it, using the silver that we use for Yurio's, we are actually going to be making a template using the black rectangle that we just made for Yuri's. So trace that onto the silver paper and then draw the diamonds that are coming out of it so it's proportionate and it looks neater. Once that is finished, go ahead and cut it out. Then for assembly, similar to Yurio's, we're actually for the left ear doing the white base first, then the tulle being stapled or Mod Podged to the back, and then using the black back piece to hide the tulle. And then we're just gonna glue everything and just hope for the best. And then once the ears have been glued, go ahead and hot glue it onto the headband. And for Yuri's, I decided to make a black tulle veil to represent the kind of wavy curtain thing he has on the side, or you can also make it a wedding veil but it's black, but I don't know. And with that, that is all. And with that, you're finally finished with the Yuri one, and also finished with the first part of the series of the Yuri on Ice Minnie Ears. So now you can share the love of Yuri on Ice and Disney, or one of the other, anywhere you go. And I don't know, I really like how these ears came out, and I'm excited to use them whenever I go back to Disney or go to an anime convention and just want to be casual about everything. Yes, it's really fun to make also. So with that rambling finished, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. If you try this DIY or the many featured on this channel, go ahead and use the hashtag ILADIYs on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Thank you so much, you guys, and I hope to see you next week for part 2 of this video. And yes, thank you again, and see you next time. Bye!